Hello there, EFD squad, and welcome back to another episode of Euro Roundup, where would you Adam and Eve it? I'm with Z-Money yet again. Can't get rid of the guy. As we traverse European football to see what team's hot and what team's not. But before we get started, Zach, would you like to win £100?
Yes, please.
Would you like to win a brand spanking new pair of football boots?
100%.
Well, lucky you, because we're working with our mates at BetBall this episode to bring you all those aforementioned prizes. All we have to do is stick around till the end and we'll explain how to participate. Back to matters at hand. Our first winners come from @JC_575. Tell me a little bit more, you dog.
Inter Milan won 3-1 away from home in a highly entertaining game at the Stadio Olimpico, which saw Spalletti return to his old stomping ground for the first time since leaving. There were 32 shots in this game, with Roma edging proceedings 18-14. However, Inter were clinical and landed 5 more on target.
Pretty significant, huh?
Star of the show, though, was the much beloved Mauro Icardi, who grabbed 2 goals from 5 shots, landing all but one of those efforts all on target.
Lovely instinctive finishes as well, mate.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to
good.
watch the game.
2 touches on each one, which I believe is a point in my part of the script. So
That's
maybe
very
repeating
good.
myself later.
Surprised no one's picked him up yet, or tried to pick him up.
Oh,
Maybe his
a bit of a douche,
attitude.
isn't he, so.
Yes. Anyway, Icardi has now scored 2 or more goals in a single game for Inter 17 times in 126
So
games.
he scored 17 doubles in 126
That's
games.
mental. Making it 4 in 2 games. That's
For the
explosive.
season. Brilliant.
That's explosive.
Yeah, and do you know what? In 2 games so far, Mauro Icardi, 89% of his shots have been on target. What a marksman. They actually went 1-0 down in this game as Dzeko expertly volleyed in after splitting his centre-halves on the 15th minute. I believe that's his first goal of the season. However, Inter Milan rode their luck thereafter after Nyanglan, who provided the early assist, also hit the post with a long-range effort, as did Perotti with a beautiful curling effort just after half-time with his right foot. Hit the right-hand bar, and it meant the Romans on the night actually hit the woodwork 3 times in total. But then comes Icardi, better late than never with his double. Both 2-touch finishes, as I said earlier. And midfielder Vecino also grabbed his first goal for the club after great work from Perisic down that left-hand side. The Croat actually finishing the night with 2 assists. So, obviously speculation of his move to Manchester United is not affecting his performances. Now, I had a look at the expected goals because I thought Roma were extremely unlucky in this game, but it still gave it to Inter Milan 2.3, to Roma's 1.7. So the right side prevailed in this game, statistically at least. What did you guys think to one of the first big clashes of the Serie A season? Let us know in the comments below.
Hey, Sacre Bleu! We head over to France now, Chris, for Lyon as our first losers.
Do you not see why we don't invite you on the show more?
Come on.
Anyway.
Good accent. Anyway, Chris, tell me why they're our first losers.
Offensive. Yes, after an explosive start to the Ligue 1 season, winning their first 2 games, Lyon have subsequently drawn the next 2, with the latest being a bore draw away at Nantes. Now, it's the first goalless draw in this Ligue 1 season after 32 games, which is one, a reflection of how entertaining the season has been in France at the very start, and 2, how drab this match was. It was actually summed up by the fact that Nantes didn't have a single touch in the opposition box in the first 45 minutes. They also only had 37% possession, the home side, to Lyon's 63. That makes 100, Zach, if you can add that. But Lyon on the night had 16 shots, 9 of them off target and 4 blocked. Mate. It was a game of attrition. They actually hit the woodwork twice as well, with captain Fekir and new boy Bertrand Traoré being the unlucky victims there. It just wasn't their day. The Tinkerman, though, that's Claudio Ranieri, must have been very happy. That's 2 points his side have now picked up after losing their first 2 games under his stewardship. While Bruno Genesio, the Lyon manager, must be fuming. These are games they need to win in order to reclaim that Champions League berth.
And new striker Mariano Diaz also had a day to forget, mustering just 3 shots, creating no chance for his teammates, and had a low pass accuracy of 65%.
It's wasteful, yeah.
Exactly. You do not want that when you are dominating possession. Legons are now 4 points off the pace, with predictably PSG and Monaco leading the way, and they now face the Parisians in a few weeks' time after the international break. But could the title race already be done and dusted between 2 teams? Let us know in the poll above Chris's head.
Oh, we're going poll.
Yep.
All right, fair. Next up in our winners section is Diego Simeone's Los Rojiblancos, who smashed Las Palmas away from home. And Zachary, it seems, no Griezmann, no problem.
Indeed, they beat Las Palmas 5-1 away, as we said. And as a result, this is Diego Simeone's 200th win as Atleti manager in all competitions. He now has a 62.3% win rate, which is very good, as you said. In typical Simeone style, they had 37% possession and even had less shots than their counterparts, with 5 of their 8 shots finding the back of the net. Angel Correa got the opener and has now scored in 3 consecutive games for the first time since he joined Atletico. Koke also netted twice, and that is his first brace during his Atletico Madrid career.
More form!
Oblak is now also proving he is one of the world's best keepers after saving his 5th penalty out of 9 since the 14-15 season, the highest of any La Liga keeper now that Diego Alves has
I think he proved that before that penalty save. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Pretty impressive stuff. And Yannick Ferreira Carrasco deserves a big shout out. He showed devastating form in this game, laying on 2 assists for his teammate and securing Atleti's second as they went on to rout Las Palmas. Now he's going to have a big season if he wants to break into Bobby Martinez's Belgium side. Obviously jam-packed full of talent. And I think in the latest squad that the Spaniard named, Nyangalan didn't make it, prompting him to say he's never playing for the national side again. Probably justly so as well. But yeah, after drawing to Girona, Atleti needed this sort of result. And they face a new-look Valencia side, a rejuvenated Valencia side after the international break. Now, Las Palmas will feel disappointed by this result. They tried to play football, but essentially all that possession was meaningless. They only managed 4 shots on target, that included the penalty, and their solitary goal came from West Ham reject Caleri, who's actually now got their only goal of the season, and they currently sit bottom. Now they've lost Kevin Prince Boateng and Roque Mesa, which has caused big issues, and they're going to do well to escape the drop this season.
We head back over to France for our next loser, and it comes from Twitter at Jack Davies. Thank you very much. But Chris, what team made the cut?
It was Nice, and the result was not nice for Lucien Favre's men, was it? They lost 3-0 away from home as their poor form continues, this time to newly promoted Amiens. Now, both teams had 12 shots, with the home side edging proceedings in terms of shots on target. That's 4-3. Pretty poor all round, really. But 24-year-old Senegalese striker Konate proved a decisive factor in this game, and he was too much to handle for experienced centre-back Dante and his partner Marchand. Now, he secured a brace in this game, but for me, the glaringly obvious thing was, even with Wesley Sneijder coming in that midfield for Nice, there was a massive disconnect between midfield and attack in Cyprien and Seri's absence. Obviously, the latter being left out as speculation continues about his move to Barcelona. However, Alexandre Play has been reliable-ish at the start of this season, even despite them losing a lot of games, but he didn't have a great day at the office, did he?
No, he didn't. He mustered up just 1 shot and was dispossessed twice. But one player who did have a bit of a better day was ex-Chelsea midfielder Gael Kakuta, who looked the part in this game, completing 3 aerial duels and making 2 tackles from an advanced position. Ndombele also looks a good foil for the Frenchman. He completed 4 dribbles and made 3 tackles. Those are Naby Keita numbers, and he's just gone to Liverpool for about 80 million quid. Lucien Favre's men have now won just 1 game and lost 3 of their opening fixtures. They only lost 4 all of last season.
So they're at the title race already?
Basically.
So who's going to win Ligue 1? Let us know in the comments below. Our final winner comes from Atalen Madrid on Twitter, and he suggested Monaco after they smashed Marseille 6-1 at home to continue their perfect start to the season. That's 4 games, 4 wins for Leonardo Jardim's men, baby. And the Principality were ruthlessly effective in this game. 8 shots on target, 6 goals. It was also the first time they beat Marseille in Ligue 1 by a 4+ goal margin. So a little bit of history there for you. And they did so using set pieces, not really something we associate with Leonardo Jardim's free-flowing, fast football at Monaco. But yes, they scored 5 set pieces in a single game. That's the first time that's happened in Ligue 1 since 2006, 2007. And with Mbappe all but confirmed, to be leaving. He's apparently on his way to PSG. Monaco won't be too worried given the form of Radamel Falcao this season. He scored 7 goals in the opening 4 league and fixtures. I mean, Zacharias, can you imagine if PSG don't win the title yet again after signing Neymar and Mbappe for the combined fee of a small country's GDP?
Yes, PSG, as we said, have all but confirmed the loan move of Kylian Mbappe from Monaco. However, there is an obligation of 180 million euros to buy at the end of the 17-18 season. Mbappe, get ready for this, will get a 1,900% pay rise from 16,000 euros to 320,000 euros a week.
He's only on 16 grand a week at the moment.
The man's not even 19 years old.
Oh,
it's mental. Mbappe will become the second most expensive signing ever, overtaking Dembele, who's just moved to Barcelona for around 105 million.
Plus add-ons, though.
Plus add-ons, which could even be more.
No.
But it might not all be bad for Monaco. If Diakhaby continues to come good, he scored 1 goal and got 2 assists in 4 games. Life without him could be manageable.
Life without Mbappe, yeah. Diakhaby, will he come to the fore? Let us know in the comments below.
We head over to Espanyol for our final loser, and it comes from India Laddie on Twitter. But Chris, who are that Spanish team?
It is Los Blancos, my friend. They could only manage a 2-2 draw at home with Valencia. They were dominant, as you'd expect, with 22 shots and 68% possession. But on a more positive note, Marco Asensio got his first ever brace for Real Madrid in La Liga, and he was easily man of the match with a 93% pass act, 5 shots, he laid on 3 chances for his teammates and secured 2 goals, as I just said. But yeah, Asensio now has 4 goals in his last 4 competitive games for Madrid, and he is knocking on the door to become an automatic starter. The likes of Bale and Benzema better be looking over their shoulder. Now, Real Madrid have also never lost a La Liga game when Asensio has scored, probably because he's not scored all that many. But here is the following record. 12 games played, 9 wins, 3 draws, 14 goals scored. Ooh, reminiscent of Dele Alli over in our winners and losers on FD. Thank you for putting that in the script, Joe. Useless stats. But yeah, Madrid went very attacking with Isco, Modric, Cruz, Asensio and Benzema and Bale almost ran out of breath in the same lineup. I mean, they were missing the presence of one very underrated man, weren't they, mate?
Casemiro in central midfield. This allowed Valencia's midfield to dominate the centre of the park. New signing Jeffrey Kondogbia started after his loan move from Inter Milan. He did make a mistake which led to Asensio sneak in for his first goal. It was a great finish.
But he made up for it, didn't he?
He did make up for it. He had 94% pass accuracy. He made 100% tackles.
Of the tackles he attempted, that is, again,
more there you go. Thank you for the save.
Cheers, mate.
And he had a 100% interceptions, which basically he intercepted the ball every time he tried to.
Numbers.
He also made 5 ball recoveries and got a goal. His midfield partner, Daniel Pereiro, was also phenomenal. 96% pass success, 11 ball recoveries, which is impressive, and 2 interceptions. Those two complement each other.
Yeah, they've added a bit of much-needed steel to that Valencia midfielder, which looked brittle last season.
But yes, we want to know how you think Valencia will fare and what you think Real Madrid will get up to. Will they win the Champions League for the 3rd time? Let us know in the comments below.
So, before we depart, dearly beloved, here's how you participate in this week's giveaway of £100 and a pair of football boots of your choice. Thanks to our friends at BetBall. All you have to do if you're 18 plus, obviously, is download the app and tweet them saying Football Daily sent me. Also, we've outlined what else to do in the description below. We've made it painfully easy for you, but there's some great features on there, mate. There's the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
There's your standard accers.
Okay.
I think you put a 5-fold down early, didn't you?
And if it comes in, I am going on holiday, boys and girls.
Here's the hoping, because I'm absolutely sick of him. In fact, Zach doing that, there should be a demo playing of that just below. You can also follow Tipsters on there, I believe, so you can check out their history. Are they winning? Are they not? And follow them as a result. And apart from claim their £20 free bet when you put a £20 bet on, what should the beautiful people do next?
Scout Report, Stat Wars, or Stat Wars the Champions. We've got so much content coming for you guys. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.